talking about like the warrior chick that just had to end up being the firekeeper? The other one that was somewhere. There were other firekeepers, you know. It wasn't just me. Well, no.
Dude, the primary firekeepers were the freaking crippled ladies that was stuck by the fire.
That was like in 2. I'm talking about in 1.
No, in 1. Lautrec kills one.
Yeah, like that chick that you have to go and give her voice back and stuff. Well, you don't have to. But you end up giving her voice back and stuff. And she's all like, I'm not supposed to have a voice. I'm worthy. And so you just like leave her to her devices after that. I heard that's a bad ending, actually.
Man, I don't care. Lautrec's an asshole. I'm glad he gets murdered.
That was kind of cool, though. Think about it.
Everybody, all the podcasts I listen to complained about the fact that this is in 3D now. Because apparently the 2D sprites were so well done that the transition to 3D is really awkward.
Talking about King of Fighters?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when they take a game like that and make it completely 3D. Because, I mean, what other fighting games do you know that do that completely? I mean, Street Fighter kind of did a soft version of it.
Well, I mean, but it was an artistic style that took them years to fix.
Yeah.
Like they didn't... It's... What? What time?
Yeah.
Dude, my DS. Just hit the home button.
Is it 8 o'clock? Yeah, it's 8 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah.
See, your time's off.
Whatever, Scrubby. What else? Oh, you've been keeping up with all the mods that are coming out for No Man's Sky?
I haven't.
So apparently people started off with you know what? You need to go away. Freaking stupid Deus Ex hate. No idea how it was created by the person who created the series. Fuck you. But they've been adding mods. It started off with some auditory mods where they got rid of like the credits received, and then it moved into what is it? Into like Rick and Morty territory with Schmeckles. And then they added a couple other ones. Now, in addition to the patches, they've also started removing limiters. So, for instance, on the PC version, you can now fly closer to the ground. There's no like AI preventing you from flying however you want. So you can dip and dive and fly all over the place. In addition, I think you can also remove all the grain filters, as well as shut off all the landmark notices that like kind of arrest your camera and prevent you from moving. And this is really bothersome when you're being shot at.
Oh, by the way, welcome to
there's
the podcast. We're just going through like different stuff for the week and everything.
Wait, you started already?
Well, technically that was kind of like a lead-in, but you might have to talk a little bit louder because you're sitting in the back.
Back of the bus, Wesley. Back of the bus. So they kept doing Devil as a part-timer. Like, I'm waiting for season 2. Apparently the manga's up to series 6.
Really? I didn't even think they were gonna finish it.
Yo, what? Tiger and Bunny? What about Demental Man? Doctors fighting a dangerous virus? How much you want to bet the virus mutates you somehow? Like it gives you like a third arm
Or it allows you to hold on to your powers if you're losing them.
Yeah.
You see the conflict there? I see the conflict.
Oh, hey, Demon's Gaze for the PS Vita.
Moved up 2 weeks.
This is like all the stuff I would buy if that jackass didn't steal my Vita.
Coming out September 29th.
Yeah, but I got other things to take care of. If I didn't have bills, oh god.
Yeah, that's usually everybody's.
If I did not have bills, trust me.
Caveat. So, I know no one saw the Olympics, but that was kind of cool what they did at the closing ceremonies.
Oh, with the
Prime Minister?
Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's politics right there. People think he's just being goofy, but that's politics right there.
Oh, yeah.
Because the mayor of Tokyo was also there repping Japan, and she was decked out in her finest, and she didn't get the same response that this guy wearing a suit and tie got for wearing a red cap with an M on it.
Well, that's because almost everybody that is at the Olympics, probably everybody that's at the Olympics knows who Mario is, because they're what? Young adults?
That's not... It's just... It feels like everybody's cheering because it's something popular, and that was really a really bad snub. It's stylish, and it's dickery.
I don't think it's that much dickery. It's just the kind of thing hey, guess what?
Bruh,
4 years.
Bruh, you want to see how... Go look up how much that kimono cost that lady. Then go look up how much that little fucking cap cost him. Quadruple the effect for a not even maybe an eighth of the price.
Yeah, I have to agree with Andre on that. It was definitely.
Yo,
a
are there
statement.
new highlight? Is there a new trailer?
For what?
Oh, Nana Mizuki is a quarter American student. She's quarter American.
How do you rate that?
Japanese American.
Okay, thank you. Wow. That still sounds silly.
She's quarter American. Quarter of her blood comes from America, from some random stock.
So
she could technically be German. It could be German Indian, which makes a German Indian American. Japanese. So that means she's Japanese German Indian.
No.
I mean, you could just say mutt. Pure 100% mutt. But, hey, that's what I just feel about it.
Does she have to run around Courage and just start screaming Muriel?
Yeah.
Have you seen Mob Psycho 100?
I have not, but I've seen commercials of it. It looks weird.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. Because I just finished watching Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? That is the worst name for the show ever.
But it's so good, though.
It's the worst name for that show.
But it's so good, though.
I want to find the person who named that show in English and stomp them in their dick, because that's horrible.
Because you like the original name.
No, I don't even know what the original name is. I just know that the freaking... I think it's Familia Myth or something.
Yeah.
That's cool. Especially since that actually relates to the goddamn basis of the show. Where it's divine clans. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, no, I've seen it, and it was awesome how they, kind of made the whole God worship thing go. It was just... It had too much of an RPG element in there, but
that was a good metric for explaining why he's getting
Familia
so
Myth.
friggin' strong so quickly. Have you seen it, DB?
I've seen the last 2 episodes Josh showed me.
How can you keep skipping?
Because Josh just put it on one day, and I was just like, oh, okay. Because the only thing I knew about the show was the phenomenon of Japanese girls putting ribbons under their breasts to make them bigger.
I mean, poor fashion choices aside, I wasn't watching for that. I was watching to see him fight the freaking boss Titan. That was when the freaking blacksmith counterspelled him and blew out his mouth, and he's just sitting there grinning and just howling at everything. I'm just like, yeah, okay, this is gonna be a fight. And then they light it on fire, and everything dies, and then he regenerates, and then the kid uses his freaking Argonaut fire blast, and chops the top of its skull off, and all it does is twist its head, smile at him, and then regenerate. It's just that's a fight.
But it's weird they took one of the almost semi-useless goddesses and
Hestia? Don't
yeah.
hate.
Whoa!
Goddess of home and hearth?
Yeah.
Yo, mom. She's a mom.
I mean, I guess.
She's motherly. The whole I would bone you thing is kind of creepy in that context, but still, she's a mom.
Did you see actually how powerful she was to them when?
Like I said, I only saw
But she's still a low level god. She's still a low level goddess.
Well, I mean, she is an Olympian, but she's
did
like
not matter at all.
She's one of the Olympians.
Everybody knew
when she popped that. That's the reason why a bunch of them died.
I stand corrected. She's not an Olympian. She's a Chthonian, which isn't a part of. What isn't an Olympian? She basically gave up her seat in Olympia. Gave up her seat as one of the 12. Yeah, in Olympus, like to be like an Earth god.
Yeah. It didn't really. I don't know. It
What?
kind of. It didn't.
Where are you getting that from?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I've never heard her referred to as a Chthonian.
A Chthonian? That's what they call the Earth gods. Like that. Because Hades is one.
Well, Hades is only one because he got dicked over.
Well,
Both Zeus and Poseidon were huge cocks.
Well, yeah.
And it's hilarious that the death god is literally the nicest person.
In that show, anyway.
Well, you have
No, I mean in the myths.
Oh yeah.
You have to think.
Hades is the nicest guy. Like, that's the reason why the Hercules movie never actually made sense. Hades is never that big of a dick.
Yeah.
He was acting like Ares.
Yeah. That's true.
And that also makes it funny that like everybody likes worshiping the Spartans when their patron deity was a whiny dick that liked kicking over everybody's sandcastle.
Yeah.
You might as well just call him Chad.
By the way,
Still haven't seen Stranger Things. No, I'm probably not going to see it. I don't have Netflix.
Oh man,
dude, we can watch it like right now.
that show is so good.
It is good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't normally like start just watching shows or whatever unless someone forces me to watch them, like Wesley pretty much did. But
yeah, I forced it down his throat.
Pretty
He
much.
accepted it.
Yep, just took it right in, took it all the way in. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was a good show. And for them to come out with season 2, I really hope that she.
Of course, I was gonna come back for all of the people who cried at the end of the first season.
Yeah, true.
It was pretty awesome though how that happened. So.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
You shall not pass.
but it's like they almost gonna have to bring her back because the way that they ended it or whatever.
Oh man.
It's like, have you been watching? What you been checking on Netflix or anything, Dre?
Bruh, I'm in the... Wow! Okay,
How that
sure.
fall behind your leg?
You hold it with 2 hands, Wes.
I held it with 2 hands.
How did it fall out of your hands and end up behind you
Because
when
I
you're
let
leaning forward?
I let my hand go and it was like whoop, and it was crap.
Okay. And I haven't really been... I've been weaving it out, alright? Just leave me alone.
Watching anime?
That's pretty much what I watch. I don't watch a lot of live action movies.
The last anime I watched was I forgot the name of it. It was that one with the lie in April or something like that, like the lie she told or something. I forgot the name of it, but it's about a girl who basically plays the violin and a guy who plays the piano, and they kind of fell in love, but kind of didn't. And
see, I watched the last major thing I watched was No Game No Life, and that actually was pretty cool.
I thought you watched that like a long time ago.
Nope. Everybody kept telling me to watch it, so I finally, like, after I finished whatever I was watching previous, I finally, like, went, okay, I'm going to sit down and watch this now, I guess. And then I sat down and watched it, and it was pretty solid.
Better than your other favorite?
Log Horizon?
Yeah.
No. I said it was solid. It wasn't good.
I
enjoyed it. If there was a second season, I might actually watch it. The whole FPS thing right at the end of the first season, that was super solid. I like that. That was cool. Except it was Muv-Luv. Not Muv. Was it Muv-Luv? No, not Muv-Luv. Galgun. It was a Galgun. It was a animated Galgun ripoff.
Okay.
Let me see. What else? DBZ Abridged, though.
Oh, yeah.
Cell, my boy.
The depiction of Cell that they have is pretty much down packed. It's like it's what the show started, and then what the real show started, and they pretty much like kind of personify it or whatnot. I can see him being that kind of, what do you call it? OCD.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see him being that kind of OCD.
Because he's perfect. Of course, everything he has to do must be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But that line at the end, just remember, you can play to whatever god you like. Just know I'm not listening. Toodles.
Yeah. But yeah. For right now, we're just going through, looking at random stuff, seeing what's happening and everything. Oh, Bleach ended.
What?
Finally.
Yeah. The manga, it ended with its last episode. You know, they canceled the anime a long time ago, though, you know.
Huh.
Yeah, the anime, it stopped like a while ago. It wasn't getting the sales like they wanted it to.
I mean, did they end it, or did
It
they
just
kind of cut it off
just
before
canceled.
ending it, fully?
The anime just ended it. I think it was at a...
Well, it says that it
whatever.
contains the very last chapter of Tite Kubo's long-running Bleach series.
Yeah. Well,
Finished drawing it in 15 years. People are still waiting for his previous series.
The what?
His previous series. He just...
Oh, you talking about
it's like
Zombie Powder?
Yeah, Zombie Powder. They're waiting for Zombie Powder for 15 years. I started watching Bleach shortly after I got out of high school.
Well, Zombie Powder, you know, it got canceled. Like, they stopped it.
Well, they just said they stopped. Like, he just didn't write it anymore.
Well, they said that it wasn't selling, so he had to cancel from his publisher or whatever. But as far as Bleach or whatnot, the actual TV show, the anime, it got canceled too. Because I think they were in the filler and it just kind of, went out. But I mean, I saw this picture where it was, you saw Naruto, Luffy, and Ichigo all sitting down. Mm-hmm. And then you see Naruto get up and he's leaving or whatever. And they're like, you know, waving him by. And then you see Ichigo get up and he's leaving. And then you see Luffy there all by himself, just waiting.
Yo, I'm kind of mad they don't put freaking...
Because Oda Ichiro, it doesn't want to end it yet.
I'm just kind of mad they're not putting, what is it, from Fairy Tail in there. Freaking Lucy and Natsu.
Oh,
I mean, that one's still not as old as the other. As those.
Yeah, it's not old as, because the writer Hiro Mishima, he actually was inspired by Oda. Mm-hmm. Like, that was his favorite artist.
Yeah, I know the art styles are the same, but still, though.
Nah, I think those three were pretty much... Because when when I guess I would call it probably the third wave of, like, anime came out or whatever, it was Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. I consider that the third wave because, you know, it's kind of in between. It's kind of like after Dragon Ball Z and a lot of the others or whatnot.
Yeah, true.
I suppose.
So, you know, it was... I think it was about time because I thought it was going to end after, Ichigo got his super form or whatnot. But then you found out, oh, his mother was a Quincy, so he's half Quincy. And it's just like, okay, so basically...
Incompatible systems! Incompatible systems!
Exactly.
They pretty much said Quincy's were horrible. They destroyed the balance of spirits in the world and would inevitably cause the world to be destroyed. Yep. Do not celebrate Quincy's. Quincy's are bad.
So basically he's a death archer and a zombie samurai?
I don't even give a fuck.
He's a deaf archer, a zombie samurai.
He's also part ninja too, because he had that little bit in the anime where he was a ninja.
Oh yeah, and he's also part actual like super ghost because became an Arankar or whatever, one of those things. Hollow, a hollow, yeah. So yeah, I just want to see Kenpachi like destroy everything. You know,
Of course.
It's just like, I'm going to finally release my true potential.
like he did.
Hogyoku just.
I mean, he reached Bankai. The thing looks sick. I love it.
When he cut space.
Hmm?
When he cut space.
Uh,
Wasn't that the power of his Bankai? Like
no.
he could cut anything or something like that?
yeah, he could cut anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Gave him a freaking Vorpal blade. Awesome. That's what it is.
But let's see. Just scrolling through here. Just scrolling through. Kame got killed manga. Here we got anything else? Let's look through here. Stephen King, a Batman story from Stephen King recreated in audio form.
That could be cool.
It could be.
It's Stephen King.
Seemed kind of weird though. I mean, if it was I can't remember a story that he's done.
Well, I mean, it's right there. You could probably listen to the entire thing. Maybe we should attach it.
He
to
wrote a story in 2012. He wrote. Oh, this is newer Stephen King though.
Yeah. Okay. So it might be
2012 though.
What's wrong?
But
His favorite thing about Batman was that he couldn't fly. So basically, his favorite thing about Batman was that he wasn't Superman.
I guess so.
Just cementing that Superman is the worst hero.
I mean, is it like a horror?
I hope so. That would be cool. Which means that it could be a Scarecrow story, and that would be amazing.
I don't know. I don't think Stephen King's got it like that anymore.
So much doubt.
I mean, I'm just saying, Stephen King isn't like he used to be. He used to be that writer that left fear and tenseness in your heart. But now he's just kind of like, I can't really see it.
He's that guy.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's see. Trying to pick up stuff. Oh, you guys hear about this? The new Blair Witch?
What?
Yeah, I heard something about it.
Why?
It's a new Blair Witch or whatever. Sequel to the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, it was revealed during a midnight premiere at a Comic-Con. I thought you would...
At San Diego? I heard nothing about it. That's probably how under the radar it was, or it just no one cared. So...
Whatever, man. Everybody's trying to make witches scary, dude. I know like 4 witches. They're not that bad.
I mean, the movie wasn't that scary, though.
I never saw the movie. I just thought it was garbage. It's like,
It was. It was garbage.
The only way it could have been worse, even more stereotypical, if it took place near Salem.
I mean...
Super Saiyan what?
Super Saiyan Rose. You didn't hear about that? Basically, Goku Black, his Super Saiyan form is Super Saiyan Rose. Yeah. Yeah.
Wesley.
I don't like it.
It's...
But then
Why
again,
they gotta make the first...
Then again, to be fair...
It's a pink freaking Super Saiyan form!
To be fair,
When he goes Kaioken, he's kind of pink.
that and they're going through the colors of the rainbow here. I mean, it's just it's a power thing that they have for the show. So you can't really exactly say, this isn't, because they're gonna go through like the entire palette. By the end of it, they're gonna be peach and fuchsia and all this other stuff. And you'll be like, what the heck? So it's I don't know.
Watch, it's gonna be some weird artist. It's gonna be some weird artist fever dream, where like some random shade of like blue and some random shade of yellow fused to make green.
Super Saiyan Ultra Gray, Ultra Black.
Okay. Oh, but see, you can't. You, with the primaries, you can't. Like a bright gold, deep crimson, a dark black, a piercing white. Those are all cool. Hell, even a good blue, but pink. The color that we can only see because it's a genetic aberration that everybody kind of picked up. Pink.
Hey man, you can't knock it.
Yeah.
Because he's probably going to be like all awesome with it, and he's just be like, "Oh man, I can't believe that I just like my mind's melting through my ears right now. I can't even understand."
Yes, let's just watch Vegeta get rocked by a dude that's glowing pink.
I mean, he's a bad man.
There is no.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man. But I can't. The only thing we still don't know what Black Goku, what he is or who he is really, because.
But see, here's the thing: they use the word pummeling, overpowered, and barely flinched. If you're pummeling somebody and they're not flinching, then it's not an overpowering onslaught.
But the thing is, he holds his chest like he's got a heart disease at times.
Who?
Black Goku. He holds his chest like he's got that heart disease. We know he's not from Trunks' universe, but we know that he's got the earrings of the cow shins.
The fusion earring?
Yeah. You know,
and he might be holding his heart because he might still have the heart disease. You know, it'd be cool if he was powering himself through sheer rage. That's some Sith Lord shit. I can respect that.
He looks sickly. He looks like real thin. He's not like bulkier like Goku.
He also murked, I think, Gohan's girlfriend in his first appearance.
I think she's still alive though.
No, it wasn't Gohan's girlfriend. It was
Trunks' girlfriend.
Yeah, freaking
Mai.
Like Kid Mai.
Well, she's kind of a teenager.
Well, her age was reversed, and then it was accelerated.
Well, she grew up regular, but she grew up during a regular time that was shitty. You know, it's like, yay, I wish.
Yeah, but she was like, what, 40? And then she turned into like a 5-year-old, and now she's a teenager again?
Yes.
Bruh. He's like dating like a 65-year-old.
I mean, if you can.
I mean, what's the whole point? What's the whole point of making Trunks all awkward around his mom?
I mean, have you seen his grandmother?
No, snap.
I do believe her official name is G-MILF now.
Oh, just call me Gilf.
Just call me Gilf. That was funny.
Your culture distracts and disgusts me.
But I would really like to see what they go for with this, because don't know if he's really a Saiyan, or if he's like, because he has a unique power signature.
It could be some sort of side evolution instead. Because,
Possibly.
I mean, you've seen that with Gohan and his ultimate form.
But we know he's from another universe. He's got to, like, that's almost definite. He can't be from...
He could be a Jedi.
A Jedi?
Yeah, galaxy far, far away. There you go.
I mean, either way. I'm just waiting to see. So, those new, updates for Pokemon Go came out. And you saw some of the things for it. People are already putting pretty much dick jokes about it already. Which is not surprising, because people tend to do that.
I'm surprised that nobody came in with the like one of those filters that you can just put on your, or that they'll put on the phone so you can't just jump.
I would also turn on a $1.5 million reward to officiate a wedding as Gandalf. Maybe because I'd be sick of playing Gandalf.
You're not giving context, Dre. You gotta give context of the story so that everybody knows.
It's Ian McKellen, the guy.
No, you gotta get context of the story, because we're talking on, voices. They're not seeing this. And we were talking about we were talking about something else.
Fuck.
But, anyway, skip all that. Let's get into PS4. Did you see those pictures of the supposing pictures of the Slim?
Yeah.
That's releasing?
I saw.
I don't believe it. I don't think they would go for a design like that. It looks too similar to the regular PS4.
It just looks like a black square with rounded edges.
Yeah, it seemed like that's all they did to it. Almost
I mean,
like the
what
way
I'm waiting
that
for is the Neo. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not going to go get a Slim, which is just a stripped down PS4. I'm going to get the Neo, which is an upgraded PS4. Because, you know, you're in the middle of the PS4's life cycle right now. As odd as it feels to say, it's been, what, a couple years since the PS4 release?
It's been only 3.
That's
at the most.
Well, the last couple generations have been super long.
Well, yeah. And I guess technology is moving so fast and whatnot.
Yeah, that if they want to stay up to date with the pretty graphics, you got to have hardware revisions now.
Yeah, true.
So I know that I feel in my soul that you can go and get yourself a PS4, but if you want actual compatibility with future releases, you have to get a Neo.
Yeah,
it's the same with the Xbox users. When they release the upgraded Xbox, they're gonna hold backwards compatibility for some time, but eventually you're gonna find yourself lagging behind, and people with the more up to date Xboxes are gonna be able to outplay and outperform.
But I told you this with the when they end up releasing the next gen. I told you that they're going to somehow make these the most accessible and like everything we want on these gens, because they can't afford to lose out to the other company. Because right now it's like, okay, Xbox, they learned from their mistake when they were releasing the One to not do certain things that people didn't like.
Download for Blu-ray. Sorry.
Okay. And also, the thing with PS4, they pretty much gave you everything you wanted, and they said they're releasing out games that are like, you know, fan favorite games of stuff that people love. So really now it's going to come down to, are you going to release games or not? Are you going to release games that we know, good games? And then, you know, Xbox also had the backwards compatibility and everything. Is PS4 going to end up doing that? The next generation or whatever ended up doing that? Or aren't they? It's all going to come down to who's got the better features, who doesn't change a lot of stuff to alienate themselves, and who has the most games.
It's never really been about who has the most games. It's always been about who has the better marketing.
That's not always true.
I mean, look at the difference between the DS and the PSP line.
Well, that's not always true.
Because no. The PSP line was a superior product.
Yeah.
The games on the PSP line were just as interesting, just as compelling. Hell, it even had better usability in some cases than the DS product line as well. However, the DS product line had better word of mouth. It had better apps, and by apps I mean stuff like it has like the signature stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because Nintendo's been putting that out. Anytime you're fighting, if you're coming out with something relatively new versus something signature that Nintendo's doing, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Because everybody well, not anymore, but people used to recognize Golden Sun.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my generation now, because they keep fucking up and not releasing the second half to Dark Dawn. People recognize Metroid. People recognize Link. People recognize Mario. That's what keeps the DS alive. Not anything interesting. Because I can tell you right now, the Vita has plenty of interesting titles. The PSP had plenty of interesting titles. But it didn't have that, oh, I recognize this. I'm going to get this.
Yeah.
You had to go out on a limb. And people as much as they complain, whine, and whinge about how they want something new and, this again? Why can't you do something different and interesting? When they get it, they're like, man, this is strange. I don't like this.
Exactly.
Go fuck off then. Go play cards. Go play spades. Nobody wants you.
But then again, I don't know. About the whole marketing thing, I don't agree with 100%, only because look at PS3's marketing during their, like, heyday or whatever. When they had the whole marketing, PS PlayStation 3 does everything, they had some of the best commercials I've ever seen of that generation. Like, their commercials were just top notch.
But that's
it's like they had that commercial where it had freaking what was it, Saliva's Ladies and Gentlemen. That commercial was epic. And then they had the commercial where the dude was walking through like all the different like video game tropes, like picking up a glove and like punching a alien back, and then he walked to the final port where he had like the landscape of everything in turmoil and stuff, and he just going in and attacking. And then you had the commercial of all of the PlayStation like mascots and stuff in the bar, like congratulating or, you know, putting a cheers up to one another or whatever.
Well, it's not even that. It's like experimental titles. Like the PlayStation had stuff like Dust, which was like, you say what you want. That was a really interesting experiment. It also had stuff like what is it? Oh man, what is it? It's that shooter that was on. It was that shooter that was for the PS3, and it could have like 256 people in a match at once. It was
I have no idea.
Mag.
Okay.
Where they had 3 factions and they had a variety of modes, and I think the biggest one was, I think, like you could have 2 128 sided battles. Like once both factions had 128 players broken down into squads and all that. It was massive.
That's crazy. I know the server had
and that
like
was
explode.
And that was on PS3. Nothing like that since.
That's crazy.
Like, so they could do a lot of this stuff. Like, the PlayStation could do a lot of stuff. I'm not going to say that it's up to date now, but when it was released, yo, that was some legendary stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Yo, Platinum Games, what are they doing?
Cygames, Platinum Games developed Grand Blue Fantasy Project RE Link Action RPG.
Can you go into that real quick? I'm kind of curious. I don't know if you know about Grand Blue Fantasy, but it's basically like the cell phone version of Final Fantasy done by a lot of the people who did Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay. I think I heard of that. Yeah, because it's got Nobuo
Uematsu and Tsutomu Narita.
Okay, they're the main ones that do like the conceptual art for Final Fantasy games.
Music.
Huh?
Nobuo Uematsu.
Well, characters designing.
No, they're music.
Well,
both of those guys are music.
Both of those are music?
Yeah, both of those.
Oh,
dude,
okay.
Nobuo is the freaking leader of the Black Mages.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. That's right.
Oh, God. My weeb is everywhere. I'm getting it on everything.
Get
me a napkin. Oh, God.
Hey, yeah, you think I remember that because he did make the soundtrack that I absolutely love with Advent Children, where it was like a rock classical mix.
Yeah, that's what he does.
So beautiful.
Like all of his music's on, I think, either YouTube or maybe even OC Remix. You can totally check it out.
Wouldn't it be remixed then?
No, I think they just put it up because freaking all the Black Mages songs are remixes. A majority of them are remixes.
Oh, that's nothing. I should probably let that thing out.
Yeah, go ahead. Before you destroy something.
Oh, boy. Well, for the most part, this rambling is like almost done. So.
Well, I mean, there could be something else to talk about. I mean, what else happened this week? I can't really talk, but I mean, have you seen anything about Pokemon Uranium? You said you checked it out, right?
Yeah, I saw one Let's Play of it, only the first 5 minutes of it though.
I thought you grabbed it.
I did, but I haven't started playing it yet. I do want to start playing it. Probably start within the next few days. But it's like from what I saw of it, looks like it's the 4th and 5th gens combined together, which kind of fits with when they started it.
Mm-hmm.
And sprites look really clean. You know, people's sprite game is like on point nowadays.
Yeah, but then again, sprites have been making a comeback for like the last 5 years or so.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's because people finally realize that sprite work is good. When you do it well, it's way more striking than the fanciest 3D models.
True. I guess it's just the way that it like looks for them or whatnot.
If you want to keep out for something, I hear that it has an actual decent plot, like an actual structured plot. Right. In addition to all the running around and throwing balls at wild animals that probably want you to leave them alone.
Makes sense. Oh yeah, I saw this earlier. This is conceptual artwork revealed in Empire Magazine for Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Is that a tentacled Tyrannosaurus Rex?
It's a space monster. You see this, Wes?
It's Tentaculus Rex.
Nice.
Yeah, from what rumors are going around, it might be the Brood. It's just like a villain that was in, I believe it was in X-Men first debuted, and then it started being like a more space type of villain or whatnot. But
rather than random religious terrorists that has in no way, shape, or form any sort of connotations or relations to our current political environment.
It's a mouthful.
Are you talking about this is like a space god pope or something?
No, I was talking about how the original villain in the first Guardians of the Galaxy was a very, very religious man that was pushed to extremes and then became...
Off!
Be careful from just pulling it because you'll knock the thing out.
It's already knocked out, and he's getting back up there. Get down! Jesus Christ, you can't be nice to this cat at all.
No, you're not supposed to be nice to it. Why'd you let it out?
I let it out because it was crying.
Where's Marquis at?
He's asleep.
Just put it in that room. So, how much of that we're gonna cut out? Like, all of it?
Yeah, I'll go through it.
It's cool. Let's just go ahead and stop that, I guess. Goddamn cat! Cut. That's exactly where it should cut to, with DB going, goddamn cat!
Yeah.
Then just have like a splash screen. The cat pushed the power button on the PC. PC turned off.
Try to talk about one more thing.
Alright. But yeah, no. The main villain in Guardians of the Galaxy was a religious zealot that was pushed too far and that ended up doing radical things.
Oh, you talking about Ronan?
Yeah.
Kinda. I guess. Yeah. Kinda. He was a pawn for,
Fuck you.
Thanos, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck him.
he was a... God damn it.
Yeah, goddamn him.
I mean... Yo, what is that about?
This is the Studio 4C degrees animates the fight sequence in Amazing World Gumball.
Like, I remember seeing a clip of that, and that looks sick as hell.
Yeah.
Can you play that?
I can play it.
I don't need sound. I just want to see it. It's all about the animation, bro.
I don't know how the animation's gonna turn out. I mean, the sound's gonna turn out, but
you muted it. It should be fine.
Yeah, it's Mom versus Mom, which I believe is Gumball's mom versus... I forgot who mom this is. I think that's
Is that... Could that be freaking Rose Quartz?
No, it's somebody else's mom's in Gumball.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo.
Anime style, Ben Bucklet. I don't know whose mom that is. I don't know. I haven't caught up on my Gumball. I know that's the rain cloud.
I haven't seen Gumball in a hot minute. I'm gonna be completely honest.
But Gumball does stuff like this. Like, I know fans are it was either fan made or somebody made the whole Gumball like skit where they
The anime Gumball skit? No, that was fan.
That was fan made?
Yeah. This though looks super legit.
Who is Studio 4 degrees C? 4 degrees Celsius.
I don't know. But they're cool, man.
I'm guessing this looks like Kill la Kill animation.
Yo, Wes, what do you think of the animation? I would agree with you on that, but it's not... It feels like somebody, like, modernized Dragon Ball Z looking at how they're fighting.
It's not Dragon Ball Z.
No, that does look Kill la Kill. Yes.
It's too sharp. It's too, like, sharp for Dragon Ball Z. And fluid.
Wait.
So,
Why
are they fighting in the gym?
I mean, who are they supposed to be?
It's Gumball's mom and somebody else's mom.
Oh, they just made like a
anime version of that.
Did you really miss like the whole conversation we were just having?
Dude, I am playing this game. This game is like, it's taking me over.
Yeah.
Sitting up here trying to like strategize, trying to get these monsters or demons together. What's this game? Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
The name of it. Like, which one is it?
So we're gonna go ahead and end it then.
No, I gotta tell the name because I already started. What's the name of it?
Devil Survivor.
Yeah, Devil Survivor.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end it. We'll be back next week, hopefully with some more stuff to talk about. This one's kind of improv, so we'll see you guys next time. Remember social class, all that good stuff. Peace.
Oh, hey, Gumball's made by Development Studio Europe. I didn't know Gumball was European.
It looks kind of Canadian to me.
Everything looks Canadian to everybody unless you live in Canada.
Yeah, that's where good cartoons come from.